what's up? It's time for episode 3 of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action show. So currently, for those wondering about what my schedule is going to be for this show, my plan is I kind of will do like 3 episodes a week, kind of like it. I think I do 3 episodes this week and then 3 episodes next week and then we're done, right? I think so. I do an episode today and then 2 episodes later in the week. So we should be done in a couple weeks. It will not take us long to get through this series at all. And I'm looking forward to getting into this episode. I watched the first 2 episodes back to back, and this episode, you know, I took a couple days and then I came back to it. So I just want to say, in these couple days, obviously, like when I watched the first 2 episodes, the episodes had just come out. I hadn't seen any reviews of them or anything. I was going off of, I mean, I'd seen like sort of pre-reviews of what some people who would have gotten the early copy had said, but I only saw like headlines as I was scrolling by. So I really didn't know much about what people thought of the series. So what you saw were my own thoughts, like completely my own thoughts. So now I've been sort of like influenced by the outside world, which obviously I try not to be influenced by the outside world. And the show, it's hard to be influenced by the outside world because it's up and down. Like there's the thoughts everywhere about this show. Like I would say when the One Piece live action came out, it was pretty much like a lot of praise. It was mostly praise. Sure, there were people who were complaining about this and that, and some people were saying that it was actually bad. I honestly think that a lot of people who were saying it was actually bad like didn't watch it or watched like 1 episode or something. Like just like I feel like some people were trying to shit on it as quickly as they could to get the clout, but then it turned out to be good. But not to say the One Piece live action doesn't have its problems. I don't see them as problems because I love that show, but I can understand what some people would say about it. But it was pretty well received overall. This show has not reached the same level of acclaim, but this show also hasn't been universally panned. It's been in the middle, you know? And I think that's fair for a show like this. I think this show deserves a season 2. I've only seen 2 episodes, but I think it deserves a season 2 so that we can see what happens once they, you know, try some more stuff. They go back, like they take the feedback they got from the first season and they try it more. Let the actors grow a little bit more into their roles. I'm still looking forward to seeing this show because I did enjoy the first 2 episodes quite a bit, like more than I thought I would, I think. I actually didn't have too many expectations, but I did enjoy them. I enjoy, honestly, some of the changes they're making and some of the things that they're keeping the same. Of course, there are like small little issues I have here and there, some bigger than others, sure. But like overall, smaller issues and stuff is fine for me as long as they're creating what I think is an entertaining product. And I think they are. I do think so far I've seen entertaining stuff happening on screen. So I can't wait to see more entertaining stuff, see where they take this. This episode's called Omashu. So I'm looking forward to that. Although, to be honest, the Omashu stuff, even in the original show, like it's some of the stuff I care about kind of the least. Not that it's bad at all, but like after you've seen it a few times and when like after you're no longer a kid, it's less interesting because it's you know, it's kind of goofy and a lot of the things you can see coming super easily and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know how they're going to approach this, how they're going to make it sort of more adult, I imagine, because this show has been pretty adult so far. But yeah, let's stop talking about it. I can do all the discussion in the discussion part of the video. But I do just want to say thank you guys for supporting me. I know that some of you have come back from like maybe last videos of mine you'd watch were the Legend of Korra videos or something, and you came back to see my opinion on the show. I appreciate you, and I appreciate that some people are like, I genuinely was looking forward to seeing what Jent thought about this show, because it means a lot when people like put weight in my opinion on things, because it's nice. Like, yeah, I studied storytelling, I did a lot of that stuff, but also, you know, a lot of people will disregard my opinion because I'm very positive about things, as if like me not being critical of something is because I don't see the flaws that they're seeing. I don't see the Matrix. But I just can have a different perspective on things, and I can see flaws in things but also understand why the flaws are there, and instead decide to take in what's good about the series. There's a lot to discuss. We can talk about this in a discussion. Let's get into the episode 3 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you want to watch the full-length reaction, that's on my Patreon account in the description below, so go check that out. But let's jump into this episode 3, Omashu. I would say I wish this show wasn't so dark sometimes. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see.
Set. We strike tonight.
Is this
we don't have the numbers.
gonna be Jet?
For the first time in a century, we have hope. I want you to meet
It could
someone
be
willing to
Jet?
risk everything.
Okay.
She can summon the courage. So must we all. Fire Lord Ozai must die tonight!
Oh, wow. You're going to try to assassinate Ozai? Hold on. Well, I don't think this would be Jet then. I mean, he doesn't look much like Jet, but his passion and the way he was speaking felt Jet-esque. I should fucking watch the show and stop guessing what they're going to do. I do like that a lot. That set is so good. Was it a trap?
Or did you expect my men to just lay down their arms after you slaughtered their Fire Lord?
We expected
His
all
voice
the
is so good.
Nation citizens would have.
Tyranny? Don't you mean unity?
No. No, I don't.
Prosperity?
Will it take another century of loss and suffering?
Do not speak to me of loss.
Ooh, okay.
My compliments on making it this far.
Honestly, they might be giving Ozai more
Then again,
depth.
Isn't that right? Azula.
Wait, that's Azula? I was going to say that girl was too good an actress for a one-off character.
Yes, Father.
Like, she had one line and I was like, wow, she's kind of the best actress in the scene.
The one who has returned to us.
Sokka! Oh. Oh, yeah, show Azula's reaction to it. And she loves it.
Can you believe they think the Avatar has returned?
I liked watching her crazed eyes as she watched people burn.
What's
That's a good
this?
introduction to her.
A message. What he had to report, however.
Calling Zhao no one of importance
Zuko
is
has
funny.
found the Avatar?
I have to say, I love Ozai. Ozai is great.
The Avatar. Really?
Okay. So introducing Azula now. I mean, I knew she was going to be in this season somewhere because they'd already cast her. But if you'll remember, she doesn't come up in more than a picture in book until book 2. In book 1, there's like a quick scene where you can see her, but...
Alright.
Okay, is this going to be Katara jealousy arc? Possibly? I don't know if they're going to do that. Not quite, but I liked the way that looked.
I don't get it. Tap into your feelings and gather energy from them. Tap into your feelings.
Okay, I'm feeling hungry, so... Imagine the water's a big chicken wing. Oh, God. Yeah, not that feeling.
Wow. I bet it was my fault. I should never be a teacher. I think that's what they said. I never listened.
Aww.
I liked her too.
Aww.
Yeah, she was cool. Hey, what's not to like?
Cute.
I think it's another airbender.
Oh.
He's headed for that mountain.
But he still needs to eat and drink.
A population center, then. You allow me to contact a few trusted sources. You don't need to be told any more than necessary.
I like this dynamic.
I don't like him.
He does have a disagreeable quality.
I spoke to
G,
someone's
what are
crew.
you still doing here?
Word is, Zhao failed his officer training program 3 times.
Did I ask for your opinion?
My apologies.
I wonder if they're doing something with, I think his name's G.
Especially out here.
Omashu was carved out of a living mountain.
I don't want to keep saying it, but
One of the
I really
wonders
like
of the
Zuko's
Earth
actor as well.
Of the world, actually. And they have an incredible
It's gonna get
delivery
repetitive,
system
me
that
saying
winds
that I
through
like
the
some of these
whole
actors a lot.
city.
Cool! That's fucking gorgeous! Whoa, that feels
What did I tell you?
awesome.
What makes you think we're outsiders?
No reason.
Nice. Wow, you had clothes?
Sure you can make that look good too.
Oh, damn. He's flirting with Katara? Is this Jet?
Omashu's one of the last Earth Kings.
I should ask if everyone's Jet.
Just a feeling.
Oh, wow.
Come on, she had to watch you flirt with Suki.
Hold there. She told me I wasn't watering the turnips enough. Yeah, there was a reason I married her.
Irrigation, am I right?
You're still wearing your water tribe
My brother-in-law would
necklace.
agree if he could speak.
Well,
Struck muted.
I guess it's a betrothal necklace, right? So
You'd be a
cool. I like the scale of Omashu. It actually looks bigger than in the show, the cartoon, which I like because I always thought Omashu looked kind of boring compared to Ba Sing Se. Oh, it's bustling. I really like this Omashu design.
There he is. Look.
Once again, he was too charismatic an actor to be a one-off, surely.
Hey, wait up!
So my prediction is he's Jet, but...
Hey!
Watch out
You
for my
Cabbage
tail.
Man! Oh, and then we got this guy.
An airbender. Of course I'm not.
Holy shit. Wait a second. I think I just remembered who was cast here. Maybe? It is! It's Daddy Pudi!
Are you hurt?
Dad, I'm fine. We should get him out of the smoke.
I think he was the only
Our house is right
casting person that I knew.
Hey,
Katara.
my name is Sai.
Sigh.
It's not safe anywhere these days.
Omashu could be a dangerous place.
It's fun having Danny Pudi in this.
We finally have a way to take the fight to the enemy. You could drop bombs on them, rain down destruction.
Oh my god.
Air power is their weakness, and you, the king of Omashu.
Mechanist? Ah, just a
Okay.
fancy word for someone who wastes a lot of time tinkering.
Interesting.
Don't
So it's
listen
not
to
in the temple,
He's
they're just
responsible
here
for
in
maintaining the best
Omashu.
parts of the city. You've seen it, right?
Mmm.
It's amazing.
Yes, 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 yes.
I love Danny Pudi. He's so good.
Well, we have our own part to play in the war. Sokka?
This stuff is incredible. I mean, look at this.
Those are for cleaning under your toenails. It can get bloody.
Did you see the mechanism on that sorting machine? It's spring-powered, ingenious. I should have done that with our kayak racks back home.
Oh, I like this. Leaning into Sokka, caring about the inventions and taking it in.
And I'm gonna do that. But I have to do this too.
You have to have a
I'm
balance in
going
your
to
life.
save the world. I have to do it one person at a time. That's why I'm staying in Omashu.
Yeah,
Because-
well, mostly.
I want to help because I'm the Avatar.
Oh, shit.
He's done the impossible.
He's done nothing. He's here doing everything Father has asked.
Tally and Mai.
He's the one
Nice.
risking her life to root out traitors.
But he's out there exploring the world. If I were him, I wouldn't want to come back.
Okay,
Yeah,
yep.
well,
I can see all their
Oh,
personalities.
dear old Zoo.
Not that he deserves to be.
He doesn't. But now he has hope. There are always ways to get in the game. If you know which pieces to play.
Damn, you learned that from Iroh?
Avatar has returned. The strongest updrafts are in the morning, so we should fly then.
Well, tomorrow?
Okay. This is interesting how they're combining
Supposed to help
different
me with the airship.
storylines. But
I
they,
still
they
need to
have
fix
to.
the
They only
attitude
have 8
control before I show it to
episodes.
the generals.
I can help with that.
Enemy territory.
Indeed. But not to worry. There are ways to gain entry if you know the right people.
Zhao does
Which I
have
do.
good connections.
Uncle Iroh and I will go. No one else.
Okay.
We know what it means to be on our own.
Yeah. Being banished like that. I love the way Omashu looks. That's a cool looking fucking design. I don't tend to be blown away by like scenery in shows very much, but is he giving bombs to the bombers? Or giving information?
What are you?
Oh.
Fire Nation spies.
Giving info to Fire Nation spies.
Come on.
Who are you, man?
Sokka and Aang. They're in danger. I've got to warn them.
They'll be fine.
Oh shit.
This one, on the other hand.
Oh, his outfit looks like Jet's. Is he Jet? Oh shit, it fucking is.
Who are you?
There we go.
You can call me Jet.
Okay. He's a good Jet. The fact that I could tell it was Jet from purely his attitude is a good sign.
Big talk for someone who's outnumbered.
Good thing I brought friends then.
Do you have water with you, Katara? I don't know if this Katara carries around a pouch. Like a water skin. Nice. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, there is some water here.
Oh yeah. I brought friends too.
Okay. Pipsqueak and Smellerbee. Those are the main ones I remember. Nice. Cool.
Awesome shooting there, long shot.
And long shot.
I had a feeling you knew how to handle yourself.
Really? Cool
She
attacking
didn't-
that flame head.
She didn't do that
Thanks,
much.
Pipsqueak.
That's not
He's the
Pipsqueak.
I'm Pipsqueak.
We're the good guys.
Yeah, great. Good guys often say that.
You coming?
Pipsqueak is... Oh, there we go. He put the thing in his mouth. That's what I was waiting for. The little hay or whatever.
Protecting the ones we love is important. But I also know we must pursue the talents that we've been given. Sokka, you're a gifted engineer. Don't ignore that. It's not always easy to find your path in life, but when you find it, you must embrace it.
Oh. Oh, that's so good for Sokka.
Also saw a burst of green flame. I want him to see that we have to do everything we can to save the world. Because if not us, then who?
You're a good kid, Teo.
Welcome.
It's like Katara's in fucking Peter Pan or Hook. Which one's the one with Dante Basco? Is that Hook?
Everyone here has lost someone to the Fire Nation.
Yeah, and Katara has too.
Loved ones. That's what we were. What are we now, Smellerbee?
A family?
Freedom fighters!
Oh. I guess that's good too.
What is it? What'd you find?
Yeah, and you're a bit somber right now.
The firebenders weren't behind the explosion.
Uh-huh. So you figured it out as well?
My mother was the fighter in our family.
Damn, man, he's smooth.
Until the soldiers came.
Oh man, we've already seen quick glimpses of this. Oh.
Tell me, what do you remember when you think of your mother?
Unfortunately, her burning corpse.
I don't mean how she died. I mean
Okay,
when she was
sorry.
alive.
My bad.
And every day, she would stop when the sun rose. She would watch and smile. Every day.
Oh.
Remember the sunrise.
Oh, she's trying it now. She's gonna water whip. Nice.
We just need to decide what we're gonna do with it.
Is this turning into a lean? No, it isn't. Okay. That, I gotta say, that was Katara's actress's best scene so far.
This is the Great Omashu? The best the Earth Kingdom has to offer?
This is pretty good disguises,
I
guys.
gather its charms are lost on you.
The stench?
White Lotus style?
There. Right, warriors don't hide their faces in a fight. Father would never approve of this underhanded tactic.
I'd be in your debt if you kept me informed on the progress of your mission, particularly as it relates to Prince Zuko.
Is this Zhao she's
In
writing
return,
to?
I will keep in mind your loyalty and cooperation when the time comes for such debts to be paid. A time that may arrive sooner than expected.
This version of her voice
Being
is good.
eternal, Princess Azula.
That sounded like Azula right there.
You know the officer on Prince Zuko's crew, the one who slipped you the information about the Avatar?
Lieutenant G.
G, of course. Of
I'd like to
course.
speak to him. Sir.
There was no doubt that that little gossip was the one spreading information. No doubt. He's also the only one they've been focusing on.
Sokka! Hey, check this out.
That's cool.
What? No, Jet's not the bad guy.
Yeah, so they have
Are you
they have
kidding me?
opposite
Sai's done nothing but
thoughts.
help us.
Fighting the firebenders, and he has to protect himself. You don't know what he's already lost.
This
Besides,
is-
I saw Sai talking to the firebenders.
This is a good way to do
He's
the Jet
traitor.
storyline.
You don't know what you saw.
I'm so sick of you treating me like I'm a little girl.
Then grow up.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah? Well, I don't need proof of that.
Good comeback, Sokka.
Oh,
Would you
My
like to try one of
cabbages.
not right now.
Zuko.
Mission? What mission?
I mean, you were there when we confirmed the Mechanist was a traitor. He took care of his partners. Now we need to take care of him.
Are you gonna kill
What are
him?
you gonna do?
I told you.
Have you got a bomb? Have you
I
set a
know how to
bomb?
take out the garbage.
It's fine. I'm so clumsy. Are you hurt? No. No harm done. Okay, no harm done.
Oh my god. Did they give him a bomb? And it's gonna blow up and kill both of them? Oh, it
Going to
is!
blow him up? Innocent people are gonna die, Jet.
Hmm?
That's the price of freedom.
Oh. God damn, Jet.
Katara! What's the fastest way to the palace?
It's at the highest point in the city. Don't leave us.
Holy shit. And Zuko's here.
Get to the palace and stop Sai.
I'll handle
This is
this.
my fight.
Oh. Have we seen Zuko and Aang fight? I didn't think so, right?
I don't need fire to defeat this boy.
Okay. Doing it without firebending. Ooh! Damn. Ooh, nice. Cool. Except you're just breaking these plates for no reason. Well, not for no reason, but... Cool. Some good choreography in this show. Oh. Good job, random lady. Watching a man beat up a kid and stopping it. Good job.
Ready? 1, 2, 3!
Oh my god. Nice.
And that's it? That's why you've been hunting me for 3 years?
How do you know it's been 3 years?
You have my notebook.
Oh shit. Oh, his cabbages.
My cabbages!
Thank goodness he's a slow walker. Was that Bumi? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Flowing water. Focus it. Oh. It's cool how it's like not precise. Damn!
Protect the king!
Oh my god.
We must leave. Now.
Yeah, you started setting things on fire, Zuko. It's kind of your fault that your fight's over.
So,
What?
Oh shit.
for the Fire Nation!
Iroh's pretending to be the firebender. Oh. Oh, him doing that so that Zuko could get out is nice. Well, he got out, but without Iroh? So are they going to split up for a while? Oh, shit. Oh, he's captured. Being taken to the Earth King? Probably. Oh, that's it. Wow. Okay, I guess that makes sense that they, like... when I saw we were doing Omashu today, I thought we were doing Bumi stuff today, but that's gonna be next episode, I imagine. But that it makes sense. I mean, they've not only done they've set up Omashu, and they've also been doing the a few of the other storylines. They're setting up Azula at the same time. They're setting up Zhao being slimy. They're doing the Jet storyline. They're doing the Mechanist storyline as well. I think it's actually kind of cool the way they're combining the Jet storyline and the Mechanist storyline, where it's like the Mechanist storyline still had the the whole idea of, okay, here's inventions that we're working on, that it helps Sokka come up with cool ideas and like him start to lean into his inventive spirit, but also the Mechanist is a trader who's been doing stuff for the Fire Nation. So it's got all of that stuff, and we also have the Jet storyline, which is the same thing of like Jet being someone who is like helping Katara work through things that she like needs to talk to people about and work through, but at the same time Jet is also someone who is an extremist and goes too far for his ideals, and because of that will let innocent people die. Combining those two storylines together in this way is a great idea. It saves on time for the show, and it actually gets the main themes of both stories across nicely, and they combine very well. So I'm impressed with that idea. That was well done. There was like actually a lot of stuff in this episode that I thought was pretty cool. I still think like maybe I like episode 2 the most so far, with Suki and all of the Kyoshi warriors and stuff. But this one was pretty cool as well. I mean, this one, something that's cool about it, I think, is that, as I said, these like earlier Avatar episodes are like my least favorite episodes of the show. So the fact that they are combining them in such a way, and like it's, the fact that I'm still being like quite entertained by them and stuff is cool. I like that. I think they're doing a pretty good job. I still think there are, some things here and there that aren't quite hitting for me. There's, sometimes like these actors are a little inexperienced, so there's like certain things that aren't coming across quite the way they're hoping it does. I think the main thing that I would want, if there was like one thing that like I mainly would want from this show, I think it's that Katara, I guess I wish she was a little more I guess she was a little more active, and she was a little more, I don't know, flawed, I guess. I mean, she's already very flawed. They've gotten the weakness of her early on right, and her like naivete, especially when it comes to Jet. They've got like, that's all fine, but like the thing about Katara was that she is, also quite like motherly in a nice way, but also motherly in like a nagging way. And she is, she gets jealous and she's hot-headed. Like, these are things that that I think like make her stand out a little bit more, rather than her just being like the classic girl in the group, heart of the group stuff. Now, obviously, we're not at the points where Katara is a badass yet. Like, Katara is kind of, you know, like has her moments early on, but she's not a badass. But then she, you know, over time becomes an incredible badass. So like that stuff I'm looking for towards the end. Like I think at the end of the season, once we have Paku and stuff, like that's what I'm looking for, and I'm hoping that's going to come through. Now, I'm not too upset about it because I still truly believe that a live action adaptation and any adaptation of a show or a movie or a book or anything should be able to, you know, try out their own version of the character, and I should give it the benefit of the doubt even if it's not the exact same character that I've come to know. And so yeah, this is a different version of Katara. I'm just hoping to see what this version of Katara, I'm hoping to see what they do with her, and I hope that there's something that makes me go, that's why they're doing this version of Katara in this way. And so I'm happy about it, you know? But I think Katara is the only one for me that, like, I think the actress, as I said, the actress in this episode had maybe her best moment of acting when she was talking about her mother. Like that was some good emotion coming out there. It was like making me tear up. She was like, she wasn't overplaying the emotion of the scene. She was doing it very nicely. And there's moments where she's like bickering with Sokka and stuff that I think comes across very well. And I think like the moment she also like walked in and she was like, "You were right, brag about it later," or something like that. That felt, you know, kind of Katara-esque as well. So I liked that stuff. So no shade on the actress at all. I'm purely talking about the decision they've made for the way this character's going. Anyway, I don't like talking about stuff I don't like about stuff. It drains me to talk about things that I'm not a big fan of. So let's talk about stuff that I was a fan of. Man, Ozai is good. Like, if we're talking about the top actors of this show, like the ones that I think are really nailing it, Ozai, Suki, Sokka's probably up there, and Zuko. I think those are the top ones, you know, like they are doing a great job. I also really like how they're doing Sokka. I think in terms of writing, like if we're now, you know, this is kind of the opposite of the Katara thing. If we're talking about writing, I think they've got Sokka down to a T. Like I don't think they've flanderized him at all, you know, like that's the kind of thing that I thought they would do. I thought Sokka would just be like the jokester, and he would just be goofing about the entire series, and he would be there to throw, like, because Sokka is a character that is very complex and very heartfelt and sweet and great and brave and cool, and like there's so much cool stuff about Sokka, but it's very easy for when you're adapting that to be like, well, he's the funny one of the group, so let's give him a joke here and give him a joke here and give him a joke here, and forget to add in the complexity along the way. But they're adding in the complexity. I really like it. I think Sokka's getting the most focus out of any of these characters in terms of actually growing as a character. I think so far Aang's kind of taking a back seat, so I wonder you know, if we're gonna go further into that. I mean, I guess last episode we had like Kyoshi giving Aang a lecture and stuff, so Aang's not really taking it back. It was just this episode really where they give, but I feel like every episode has had like Sokka's storylines have been the strongest ones character-wise. Like in the first episode, him being the brave warrior at defending the village, and then also deciding to like leave the village to go with Katara to save someone because he was someone who respected Sokka for what he did. Then in the second episode, him like going through with Suki, trying to like make himself feel like a strong warrior, but also like learning from her, and then also finding out that like because he left his home, that's what like he's gaining from that now. He's getting experiences, he's getting to meet people he wouldn't have met otherwise, and so he does want to stay on this trip with Aang. And then this episode showing that he has value beyond just being a soldier, and maybe following in his father's footsteps of being a warrior isn't necessarily the only thing that he should be doing, and he should be like letting himself enjoy you know, the parts of himself that he like is good at. The parts of himself like being an engineer that actually he has something to offer the world in. they've done so far 3 really good storylines for Sokka. It's great. So I hope they keep that up, because he's such a great character, and they're doing him really well in this show. And I'm not even just saying like they're doing him better than expected. I'm going so far as to say I think they're doing him really well. I'm sticking to my guns on that. I think like Sokka is pretty much perfect. The actor is excellent. He seems like an experienced actor. I don't know if he is or not, but he seems like one. And he delivers the jokes well. He looks like Sokka, and he has the emotion that sells it. So it's great. I liked seeing Sai and Teo in this episode. Both of them did a great job. Teo, it was like had the spirit of Teo from the anime, or from the cartoon technically. And Sai was Danny Pudi, so I was happy. You know, he was a different version of the character. Like he wasn't quite as crazy, it seems, as Sai. I mean, not that Sai was crazy, but he was more, you know, goofy and eccentric. But I liked his version of this character, so it was fun and good. And yeah, seeing Azula, Ty Lee, and Mai in this episode was cool. I'm saying Mai. Is it May? It's been so long since I've like sat down and watched Avatar. Like I've done Legend of Korra much more recently, so it's been a while. I think it's Mai, right? But like I know how it's spelled. I'm just trying to remember how they pronounce it. But I really like seeing those 3. The Azula actress seems like she's great. We haven't seen much of it yet, and to be honest, I feel like that's a character that's going to be really difficult to do properly in live action. To like have her be quite as commanding as she is in the cartoon. So like I don't think she is going to be intimidating like that, as intimidating, and also I mean in the cartoon she's voiced by Gray Griffin, is that her name? Who is a tremendous voice actor, like absolutely incredible. So like, you know, comparing that to a young girl or woman, I don't know how old the actress is, but to like someone who's probably not quite as experienced in the acting world is unfair. But she did a great job. Like the bit where she's writing a letter to Zhao, her voice there, I was like, that's Azula. Like if I didn't have any other context from that scene and I couldn't see it, I was just listening to it, I would have gone, that sounds like Azula. Is that Azula? So I like that. I like that a lot. And I mean, Ty Lee and Mai sounded like Ty Lee and Mai as well. Thing is, I want to see Ty Lee. I mean, we only got one line from Ty Lee, but the one line was good. But I want to see Ty Lee doing like backflips and shit. Like I want to see her doing cartwheels and swinging off things to see how Ty Lee she feels. But again, these characters aren't supposed to come into the shows till the 2nd season. So if they don't have much of a role here, that makes sense, because they're not even supposed to be in the show yet. But yeah, and Jet was great too. I forgot to mention Jet's actor was very charismatic, and I mean I actually didn't mention him just because he was so seamless. Like it was just the perfect Jet. So I was just like, yeah, that's Jet. That's the character we all know and love. That's Jet. But also like I'm not the biggest Jet fan in the world. Because of various reasons in the show. I think as a kid I hated Jet. Like I hated him even when we thought he was a good guy in the show, just because when I was a kid I didn't like characters that were like, oh yeah, look how cool I am, I'm impressing this girl. Especially when like, I think even as a kid I was probably shipping Aang and Katara, so having that sort of like competition there, I was like, this guy's a douchebag. But then, you know, I grew up and I watched it and I was like, Jet's a pretty cool character. I enjoy him being in the show. But I guess I still have that that in my heart a little bit, is when he comes on screen I'm like, oh, this douchebag, you know. But that's kind of the point. He is a bit of a douchebag. A bit. No, he's killing innocent people. He is a douchebag. But yeah, anyway, that's the episodes. So thank you for watching episode 3 with me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account in the description below for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I will see you next time. Goodbye.